Welcome to Perfectionist
He said we.
Me?
He said we are perfectionist fake.
Oh no.
So sorry. Yeah, give him the
It's
screen.
okay. What the heck?
Alright.
It's okay, just redo that one. I'm sorry, I would have kept going, but then.
Welcome to the Perfectionist Fake Podcast.
Today is episode 2, part 2, and our guest member is.
Hamad Al-Katashe.
Alright, Hamad, are you aware that this month is. Positive Friends?
Yes, I am aware, and I'm grateful for my positive friends.
Alrighty, so how do you think positive friends have impacted your life? Do you think it's a strong suit or maybe a weak suit?
Positive friends have positively impacted my life in various ways, by like mentally, physically, and in lots of other ways. I've had lots of positive friends in my life, and I've had long friendships, and I've had short friendships, but yeah, they've impacted my life very positively, whether it was like academically or sports. But yeah.
Do you think your life would be different if you didn't have those friends in your life?
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. And I think that my life would be very different if I didn't have positive friends. My life, I had a lot of friends that taught me a lot of things. I had a lot of friends that kind of gave me tips, advice, So yeah, I do agree with that.
Is there anyone in particular that you would like to talk about?
I would like to talk about my friend Adam. We've known each other for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
And
It's been a minute.
he doesn't live in the United States because before I moved to the United States, me and him were close, and he comes and visits the United States every once in a while. So he's kind of like family to me because me and my cousins know him. He lived next to my grandma's house, so every holiday we would go visit him. And now we're in contact. We talk to each other a lot. We play games and stuff. We played sports together, so we were on the same soccer team. But now he played a little bit more volleyball. But yeah, Adam is a really great friend of mine. I would also like to thank my cousins, because I see my cousins as my friends, and we're really close to each other, and we've known each other for very long.
Okay. Do you think having positive friends is a fundamental to having a good life, a positive life?
I do think that, and I agree with that. Positive friends will always support you, no matter if it's they'll support you in every way. If you need help, if you need to reach out, positive friends is the best way. A trusted friend, a positive friend, they'll help out a lot, and that's happened with me as well. Sometimes I've had problems, sometimes I've had bad grades. I have things to talk about, and the people I talk about with them is my friends, and they kind of positively reinforce me.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's a good answer.
So I'd like to just point out, y'all, if you hear in the background random chairs being slammed or random like holiday music and whatever is you hear in the background, this is the
We're trying our
Perfectionist
best,
Fake
y'all.
Podcast, the Foundry Edition, which
Field trip edition.
yeah, field trip. Yeah, we
We
went
had
on
the
a little
most
field trip.
crazy field trip
And-
on the way here.
Yeah, Lila got left behind, standing on a light post, but yeah,
It was a trip.
we usually record at Likewise, so
Usually.
some issues happen, and we are at the Foundry now as a last minute resort. So
If you want a field trip like this, come on.
yeah, if you wanna enjoy the thrill
Maybe we should put on the
I have a
Google
video,
form.
guys.
Yeah, I want to go on a field trip.
But that being said, life isn't perfect, so.
Life is not perfect. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
name
of the
of this
imperfections
podcast.
is having to improvise.
Just gotta push
Oh
through.
yeah.
Again.
Speaking on that, do you think there's ever been a time where you've had to improve with your friends, a moment that you helped out, they helped you out to improve something?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. One time, my friends, especially in sports, I have lots of friends in soccer and stuff like that. So I remember we were in the Spades team last year.
Yes,
We didn't
shout
do
out
as
to the
well,
Spades.
but I remember I had friends Yosti and Jonathan, they helped me out. They gave me some tips. Maybe it was a little aggressive, but
Oh my gosh, yes. I remember the first time you caught the ball with your chest and everyone was so proud of you because you tried.
But
Yeah,
then,
you
like watching
captured
coach.
it.
but then I own gold, but it's alright.
Yeah. It was good though.
What does that mean?
I think friends can help you improve. They can give you advice. So yeah.
I do remember that. I remember you first coming to the team, you were kind of shy. You'd hit the ball every here and then your friends like Yosten, crazy as he is, he helped you out. And I remember you were already asking Coach, put me in. You remember Daniel? He was so dedicated to being put in.
He didn't speak that good English.
And he didn't, yeah, our coach.
Tried our best.
Yeah.
We almost got first.
Yeah, actually, we came back
But
that time.
I did improve. I actually did
Yeah,
improve.
you
Yeah,
did.
you
I thought
did
you noticed you got better.
That's what I'm saying. I noticed that the people that you surrounded yourself with involving soccer, they like pushed you to be better.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, Hamad. Like, I remember when you'd go in, you would like hit your own cleat kind of thing. We'd be like, oh no. And then you went in and then you were taking the ball out of people. And we were like, okay, go Hamad. I've seen you improve a lot by yourself.
Loud and proud.
Oh yeah.
Loud and proud.
So we're proud of.
Yeah.
And how does a positive friend typically respond when you share a challenge or concern?
That's good.
A positive friend typically responds in a positive way. I have some friends that they kind of are like more like realistic. They're not sarcastic. Like if they see something wrong, they'll tell it to me. Like they see something that's not good or bad, they'll like, yeah, you did that wrong. I have some friends that might agree with me and support me, but I think having more like realistic friends, real friends with you that tell you like what's wrong, what's right. Like if there's something you don't like, something that's like, there's a thing, there's a problem, and if they tell it straight to your like face, even if like it might be a little, I guess,
Harsh.
harsh, but it's better to know like the reality, I guess.
Your reality
Yeah.
instead of having to lie to you.
Yeah.
Sugarcoat things. That's a
After
good trait.
after all the experiences you had and stuff, what's the most valuable thing you've learned that you think you've learned from a positive friend?
Well, I've learned from positive friends is not all friends are positive. You have to kind of see that through. But a positive friend is a friend you've known for long. A positive friend is a friend that you can tell stuff to. He won't tell to other people. A positive friend,
Trustworthy.
Yeah.
Positive friend is a friend that kind of, doesn't have to, but your families know each other kind of. Friend you go out with, you share a lot of stuff between. So yeah, I think that's what it is, and I think I've learned lots of things. Some friends told me stuff that I didn't disagree with, but they agreed with. So
That
they
reminds me of the event we had for SOS. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Listed kind of traits or attributes you'd want in a positive friend.
Oh yeah.
And we listed, like you said, you mentioned honesty. You'd want them to be truthful, and then you'd also want them to support you no matter what. So.
Yeah, and then like you and your friends might have differences, but that's what kind of makes you guys friends.
Yes, definitely.
Opposites attract.
Opposites do attract.
They do.
Even if they're too different, sometimes it's good. It's sometimes they like say someone who kind of doesn't like you. They could say someone like kind of doesn't like you. They could like help you understand why. Like maybe you have flaws that you didn't realize.
Yeah.
And
Instead of kind of like just making a fight out of it or
Yeah.
something.
Just like talk it out.
Yeah.
they can also bring the best out in you, but you also have to be careful because some friends can bring the bad out in you, and that's when you have to realize that they're probably not a positive friend. They're just maybe a friend that, I don't know, sometimes doesn't want the best for you.
Maybe they're jealous.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever, you don't, please no shouting out, but
Oh, yeah.
have you ever experienced a negative friend?
Yeah, I think everybody's experienced a couple of negative friends.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, I kind of noticed it a little bit from the beginning. Let's say we're friends.
Yeah.
I kind of noticed that, like me and that person don't go as well. We don't sync as well. And when I see that, I just try to end it as fast as I could, like in a nice way though, in a good
Yeah.
way. So I'll be like, yeah, and then I'll probably like hang out less with them. I won't just stay with them a lot.
Just let them off easy.
Yeah.
Let them off easy.
I think that's how it is. Because sometimes when there's it's like a group of friends, and let's say one person doesn't like each other, they'll kind of talk about them in a bad way.
It makes it hard too when you have like a big friend group, and
hate
then
each other?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't use the word hate. I use dislike because sometimes there are just things that like, I don't know, get under your skin.
Yeah.
and it can change the way you see a person or the way you
And then-
talk about a person.
Yeah, and there's some friends that like between you and them they'll like act nice and stuff, but then between other people, like let's say it's between me and them, it'll be in a good way, you know, they'll act just regularly good. But in
Yeah.
front of other people, they'll kind of just like disregard you, I guess, or just like act differently towards you, you know?
Oh yeah.
That can be sad. You're like, oh, I thought you were a good friend, but then
Yeah.
y'all are
They'll try to
around
like
other
make you look
people.
bad in front of other people.
Yes.
So they can look better or something. Like
Yeah. That's happened with me multiple times. So yeah.
that. Is there any advice that you feel like that's something that's like the first thing that comes to your mind whenever you think of advice that you've gotten from someone that really impacted you? Is there anything that comes to mind?
Like in a positive or negative way?
Positive.
Positive.
Hold on, can you repeat that question? I'm sorry.
Is there any advice, like the first advice that comes to your mind whenever you think of like that you've been given by a positive friend?
Of having a positive friend?
No. Advice that you've gotten from
Yeah.
a positive friend.
I mean, lots of my friends told me like, especially I'm gonna have to say this again, like sports way,
Yeah.
that you'll start off like probably not as good, but you'll end up, you know, you have to just try to improve. I have a lot of friends told me that, and then there's advice to like, it's not like I guess like having new friends, just making new friends, but some people like to stick with other friends, but some people like making new friends. But for me, I mean, it doesn't really matter. But I think if I have a really positive friend that we're really close to each other, I won't really care about making new friends, but stick to them a little bit more. But yeah.
I feel like that what's it called, you just improve a little by little. I feel like that doesn't just apply to sports. I feel like it applies to everywhere in life.
Yeah.
And I've had a positive friend, and there was this time where they once told me, like, the whole saying, like, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
They always told me that practice actually doesn't make perfect. Practice makes improvement. So it's like you can never, if you think about it, you'll never be perfect, but you always can get better. And that was one advice that I always took, because in my eyes, I could always get better. I could always get better, because I've always looked for, like, perfection in things, which is ironic because, like the podcast mentions, perfection is like more than likely impossible, because there's always going to be flaws. So that's probably the best advice I've gotten from someone, is that when you practice something so much, you can only get better, but you'll never be perfect at it. And that's the whole point of practicing.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And like, let's say this is just like, I guess, academic-wise and sports-wise. You're playing a game, or you're doing a test, you're doing an assignment. You do something wrong, but your friend or your positive friend gets it correct. Or in sports, let's say they're watching you, you do like a wrong touch, you shoot the ball differently. They'll come and try to help you. That's a good thing about a positive friend. They'll judge you, but in a good way. They're like, oh, you kind of passed that ball wrong. Trying to just pass it from like the other direction.
Yeah, it's not like they're trying to trash talk you.
Yeah, but it's in a good way to make you improve.
They like judge you with like your best interest in mind.
Yeah,
Or their
To get you to learn.
like they have good intentions. So yeah, that's what makes a positive friend a positive friend.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
So I'm going back to a previous topic, mentioning like different kinds of friends, and how do you think like having like very different kinds of friends has like changed you as a person in general? Like I feel like when you stay involved with the same friend group, you don't really like leave that mentality of like, oh, like I'm sorry, like I don't know. I feel like when you stay around with the same kind of people, you're not really gonna change. You're just gonna improve in like a small little area. And how do you feel like your improvement has changed having different kinds of friends? Do you understand?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I definitely agree with when you said that it's better. And I think, let's say you do have a perfect friend group, you have positive friends, it's all friend group. I think it's better to try to make other friends. So let's say you guys get separated, you get to have to move or anything. It's, you can adapt easier to other people.
Yeah.
Because environments always change. Like when in middle school, I was always like used to a different environment. Like I had different types of friends, different. They were like all mostly focused on other things and stuff like that. And then when I came to the early college, high school, it was different. Like it was new types of people, so I was like, I had to adapt.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
Talk to new people.
I made I think making different types of friends, or just like lots of friends overall, is good. It's even though some of them might not be, I guess, positive or not negative, but it's good to make lots of friends.
So
It's
how
just-
was your experience making new friends?
I mean, I would say somewhat, because making new friends it's like opening new doors, you know. So sometimes it can end up good, sometimes it could end up bad. Because I think it's been pretty well for me making new friends. Because I've had friends last year that are not here no more, so I kind of had to like find new friends, right? So especially with like classes schedules changing. Yeah. But I think I've adapted to it pretty well. You know, I made new friends. I made lots of new friends. I won't say all of them are positive, but you know, so, some of them are good. Like even the ones that are not positive. But yeah, I think that's good.
Those schedule changes really like help you and force you to branch out and meet new people that can be better.
Yeah, but new friends are like completely new opportunities, new doors. Like I know I have a friend Isaac. I'm sure he didn't imagine he'd be over at my house so much and like spending the night. And like 6 months later, it's crazy where things can lead to.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. Like the first day of school, the first day of school.
They have a detailing business, guys. That's why he sleeps over so much.
Alright, guys, calm down, not too much.
I mean, you just put it like he sleeps over all the time, like every night. Then you didn't clarify that.
Calm down. Don't get too much in your head. Alright.
But yeah, like I was saying, it's great to make new friends. It's, you know, I don't know if you ever had that feeling, but it's the first day of school. You see these different types of people, and then you see this type of person, and then let's say a year from now, you guys would be best friends, and that happened with me a lot. You know.
It's like friend crushes too. It's like, oh, you see these people, you're like, oh, I want to be friends with you so bad. It's like, I don't know how to be friends with you. And then they end up like being your best friend by like the end of the year.
And
it's like goal accomplished.
I was going back to what you said about making new types of friends. I mean, I think me personally, I've kind of adapted. Like I'm pretty, I guess, a little social with other people. Like, let's say there's a new table, new group. Especially this year, there's a lot of tables or like groups that I've been with that most of the people there are a little shy, like introverted, I guess you could say. But I think I've tried, like I kind of tried to make it social more. You know, like
it helps you come out of your shell.
Yeah.
I've noticed that with my table too. They're like, you talk a lot, and I'm like, yeah, because I kind of have to.
Yeah, it's also, you know, you never know how you could change that person's life. Like, say it's like someone's really shy, and then all of a sudden a year later you've been talking to them a lot, and they're all of a sudden they're the most social person you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's a crazy thing a positive friend can do for you. You could be a positive friend as well.
And sometimes you help them without even noticing, or like you notice, but you don't point it out. Like, notice that.
Or like Daniel mentioned too, you know how he said that introducing yourself to new friends opens new doors. What are some new examples of new doors that have been opened for you throughout the year?
So are you talking about like opportunities or friends? Well, I mean, I've had like I was saying back that I see my cousins as friends too. I have cousins, because you know how you guys, after the Spades first season, you went into summer and tried to do a season there. The reason I couldn't attend that season is because a little bit before, I have like friends and cousins that you go to UT Tyler, and they're kind of the same culture as I am, and like ethnicity, you could say. So that's how I knew them closely. And they invited me to come to play for 271. So that opened a soccer opportunity for me.
Definitely.
So I started playing a little bit more. So
you really like soccer, huh? Bring you up on healthy activities.
A door I could say that opened was whenever you joined the soccer club. Who would have thought you would have came to Spades and like played all this?
Because the first day, did I show up the first day or no?
No.
Yeah, no, you showed up the first day, and then the rest you didn't show up.
Because I remember I showed up
during the club.
Oh, clubs? I was like talking about Spades.
I showed up all the days.
I was like talking about Spades.
Yeah.
No, but the games, I think I showed up 6 out of 8 games. Because there was 2 games.
First season, no, you should.
No, we had 2
second
seasons.
season. That's what it was. The second season, you only came up once and you didn't come back again.
Yeah, the first season when I showed up a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Because the second season, I just couldn't continue. So yeah, that's why.
Second season, you came back. The first time you did play, we were like, dang, Ahmad, like, when did you learn how to dribble? Like, you came back, yeah.
We're going to get a big head after this.
No, it's because the last game was in my opinion, I mean, I did think I did as well as I could in all the games.
Yeah.
I did pretty good at the last game when I improved. I had good touch and everything.
Oh, yeah.
But the practices is the one I didn't show up with. You know how like you guys had Wednesdays?
Yeah.
I showed up to some practices,
Like, because the only practice I showed up was Mr. A's after school. I didn't show up to ones that y'all had at Bolter.
With Chavita.
Yeah, I showed up to one.
I think I remember,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's because I kind of lived a little far, but yeah.
That's
No,
fair.
yeah, that's right.
I do remember seeing you though, and I was like, okay, Hamad, like you got good touch now. Like you're dribbling and stuff. You're like, yeah, I know. And then I think you were there for a tournament, right? When we made it to the finals. Were you there?
No.
No.
Y'all made it to the finals?
Yeah, we did. It was us against another team.
Oh,
We
really?
didn't
No, we made it to
win.
the semifinals.
Semifinals.
Or one of the two, quarterfinals.
Wait, was that during the summer?
No,
Yeah.
semifinals.
Yeah, summer, because we won one game.
Summer I
By,
didn't play. I played during May.
we won one game by forfeit. The other one we actually won.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's it.
just for quick clarification, like when y'all keep on talking about like y'all or you guys, like what exactly are you referring to?
A soccer team that we started.
In
over,
spades.
Yeah, it was called,
They're
it was
called
a soccer club.
spades. We made jerseys and everything because you know how at our old building, RIP, we still didn't have like clubs, or we didn't have, you know, like regular high schools, they have their football teams or basketball teams. Well, there was a few of us that were really passionate about soccer, so we talked to Mr. A, one of the teachers who's there, and we created a soccer team called Spades with it was a co-ed, so boys and girls. I think the other girl on there was Faith, right? Faith?
Faith, and she would bring someone to think about.
Yeah.
It was, but then there's a lot of them that are not here because they were mostly seniors, right?
Yes, that is true. Most of them were seniors. Cause
We had Victor. and
yeah, Victor, Ariana.
Angel?
Angel, she's
Angel,
from
she was
another
from
school.
Legacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is the people that we played with at Legacy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever y'all went.
Yeah. And then a bunch of other people, a bunch of people from like an international came.
I feel like that,
What the
to me,
heck?
that's how I've met a lot of people too through soccer. Because when I go play Legacy, like on the weekends, there's always a lot of people,
Yes.
and it's like people from like around different places. Like,
It's crazy what like can bring people like strangers together.
yeah,
it's
like
so
there's
crazy.
people from I've seen people from Canada, from Nigeria, and some
Yeah, I was there for the
Hondureños, a lot of
Nigerian people, right?
Hondureños. Yeah.
Hondureños, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
It was.
it's a way to
crazy.
socialize.
Yeah.
Meet everybody. Because I've gone to train with some of them sometimes.
People be
Okay,
trash talking sometimes.
professional.
Do people be trash talking sometimes?
Huh?
People be trash talking sometimes.
Oh yeah, all the time.
All the time.
They be arguing.
I bet you.
Yeah, that's a way, door that opened for me to socialize.
Trash talking.
Do you think you've gained a lot of friends? Trash talking. That's funny. Do you think you've gained a lot of friends through soccer?
Oh yeah. I mean, most of the people that I'm friends with, that's like kind of how we hang out. We go play soccer on the weekends. Yeah, I'd say I've gained a lot of friends too.
So, Hamad, what are you like? Where's majority of your friends at? Like besides soccer, where else? What are some other instances that brought you
So-
friends?
I have like, like I said, Adam and my friends now because we live a little far from each other. And my other cousins, we play video games together all the time, stuff like that.
Do you have any childhood friends? Like
Yeah.
from babies?
These are my childhood friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Adam's the only one I've known for 5 years because he's not like related to me, but my cousins, I kind of call them as my friends because I'm
Yeah.
really close to them a lot. I have some friends, like I have some friends in early college, high school. We weren't really close, but I know them from elementary, like Jaden. I don't know, you know Jaden, right?
Jaden Allen?
Yeah, we've known each other from elementary, so yeah. We're not like close, but we're friends, so yeah. And yeah, I think childhood friends, if you still like have childhood friends, just I feel like it's a little better.
Keep them
keep 'em.
close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of people moving around and stuff, so it's a little hard now.
Yeah, by the end of by like senior year, I'm sure like everybody has like their friends. They are people that just chill around, and nobody really looks for any more friends. Everyone usually knows each other by senior year.
Because it does cut down a lot, sad to say, because classes get tougher, and then you also have to think about transfer students who transfer out. So classes does cut size. I think we started off with like 110, and now we're at like 94. We've had a lot of people cut down, and a lot of them had to have been from our like friend circles. But I absolutely don't regret any friend that's been introduced in my life because I feel like they've impacted my life in one way or another,
Yeah, me
whether
too.
it be good or bad.
I want to say this, even though you're going to ask a question, but I've had a positive friend, right?
Yeah.
Like we're really close to each other and stuff. I just like we didn't get in trouble or anything or problems, but he's been having like I guess you could say a little family problems and stuff. So I couldn't have been hanging out with him a lot, so that's why. But yeah.
Do you ever felt like you weren't so good at being a positive friend?
I think I try to be a positive friend, even though there's some people that, I would say, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Even though there's some people that, like, I don't know if I can say it, like, I dislike a little bit.
We can cut out, but say it with
Like,
confidence.
there's some people that, let's say I just didn't have the best interest in.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't try to, like, I tried to be as nice as I could, as positive as I could.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I have lots of friends that ask me for advice, I have friends that, for example, we had Miss Baucom's homework yesterday, and my friend didn't know we had homework, so I let him know. So yeah, I try my best to be a positive friend.
You'll be the mother hen sometimes then. You keep your friends in check.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
That's good, Hamad.
Nowadays, I feel like it's a lot harder to find more like positive friends because I feel like there's a lot of bad influences. Like with TikTok, people get so caught on with that, and that they become a negative friend themselves because they become so lazy by being on TikTok a lot.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It is like harder to find not just friends, but like let's say partners or anything like that. It's definitely harder to find, or it's getting harder to find people nowadays. But I mean, there is some people still out there. There's some positive friends. But yeah, I think some people might not be as positive, but you can try to bring the positive in them.
You can try to change them.
Yeah.
That being said, Hamad, what advice would you give to someone who's maybe lacking on positive friends?
I would say maybe like if you can't find positive friends, try to change the type of friends you're looking for. Try to go a little more diverse. It might be it might be different, but if you'll have to adapt.
Sometimes different is good.
Yeah, different is good. You'll have to adapt. Like you won't like the type of people that you're friends with. You won't be friends with them for your whole life. So you have to adapt. Yeah, I definitely think that.
Yeah, but you still have to have like your own morals. Things you stick by. Like when it comes to negative friends, you have to know what you don't like and what you don't want to do. What you want to do.
You have to stick up for yourself like that.
I don't know who. I don't remember who told me this, but I know you are your own advocate. So you are like whatever you do is what you advertise yourself to be.
I definitely agree with that as well.
Well, Hamad, thank you for joining us in episode 2, part 2 of Perfection is Fake podcast. Make sure to tune in next Friday for episode 2, part 3.
Bye.
Oh my god.
I was about to say bye.
Never again, bro. Never again.
You're
Book
about
it
to
right
say
now.
bye,
Book tomorrow. Right now.
Can you imagine if I said welcome and you were like, welcome, bye?
Ready? Book the next place.
I know, that's what I was going to do during the thing.
We are not doing this again.
I think someone saw us doing it, so they booked their room from 4 to 5 now. Or from 3 to 5 is what the lady told me.
They did it
I
before.
seen those people.